Welcome to Mr. Beefy's Boxing, or just Beefy's Boxing, where we cover all kinds of boxing news and boxing subjects, where we have the meats by the pounds and covers the fights by the rounds. Before we jump into the video, be sure to like and subscribe so we can get the channel out to as many as possible. Now, on to today's topic. So, we got Benn versus Prograis happening this weekend as the co-main event to Fury versus Makhmudov. And let's get into it. And let's start off with the stats of Regis Prograis. So, homie is a seasoned veteran. He's like 37, 38 years old, right around that range. He has a good record. It's not perfect, but, he's seasoned. 30 wins, 24 of them coming by KO, with 3 losses. He's never been knocked out. Before going in the ring against Conor Benn at a catchweight, he did get a unanimous decision against Joseph Diaz. Before that, he did lose 2 straight fights. The last one against Jack Catterall, and before that against Devin Haney. He was on a pretty good win streak after rebuilding himself after suffering his first loss against Josh Taylor back in 2019. So as I said earlier, he's seasoned, he knows what he's doing in the ring, and he's going to be able to put on a show and possibly give us, I don't know, maybe a version of Benn that we haven't seen yet. Conor Benn, this guy, he is making waves here recently with his big sign to Zuffa and leaving Eddie Hearn, who really stuck his neck out for Benn a lot. But anyways, that's besides the point. We're talking about this fight. Benn stands with a record at 24 wins, 14 KOs, and only suffering 1 loss. His 1 loss was to Chris Eubank Jr., who he did end up beating in the rematch, though we can all agree that Eubank Jr., the second fight, he was completely drained. And if Eubank was at full power, I don't think Benn would have beaten him at all. Besides those fights, he has a decent win against Chris Van Heerden. He beat Chris Algieri. Besides that, there's not that many more noticeable wins, at least good ones I can think of. I mean, numbers-wise, Samuel Vargas has some good numbers. Rodolfo Orozco, they all have decent numbers. So this week, before the fight, Regis has put out a comment, and it says that he warns Conor Benn's gamble will backfire. He says, they definitely did set it on his own terms, but I know I can win. He's revealed that there is no rematch clause, and the catchweight is at 150 pounds with no rehydration limit. He starts off by saying they definitely did set it on his terms, but for me, I know I can win. I fought at 140 pounds my whole career. That's a big jump. He's quoted to say, then I said, what about a weight stipulation for the next day? They said no, not going to happen. He continued, I say, I don't care. Get the fight. Don't worry about the weight. Let's make this fight happen. And it seems like that is like the go-to move for Benn here recently, is catch weight and the rehydration clauses. He's not even sticking to an official weight class or weight division, and he has no ambitions of actually going for a world title, despite whatever he says in these interviews. And I think he knows if he fought any of these live fighters that are, still in their prime and are hungry at their own weight, I think Benn knows that he's not going to win. He's not going to beat any of them. I think he has a chance of beating Prograis. I'm sure he's ace out for a reason, Everybody's expecting Benn to beat him. But I'm not going to count Prograis out. He is a decent fighter, and who knows, if he can maintain the weight and handle it well, he might be able to do a number on Benn, kind of like how Chris did. But let me know below, what did you guys think? Well, that was the final bell. The video is coming to an end. Before we end the video, I gotta say one more time, thank you so much for watching. Remember everybody, it's all about attitude. There is no progress without struggle, so stay in there. I've been your host, Mr. Beefy, and you all have been fantastic.
Mr. Beefy.